Hi, my name is Adam, and I'm here to bring you some knowledge about meditation and yoga. The title of the video is Are There Prerequisites to Meditate? The Yamas and the Niyamas. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about pretty mainstream uh, ideology, methodology of yoga meditation that was brought to the West. Called the Eightfold Path of Yoga. The first two parts of this path are basically prerequisites to practice yoga and to meditate. And they're called the yamas and the niyamas. Bhishma, knock it off. So they're pretty simple, and they are truth, nonviolence, non-stealing, restraint, and non-attachment. So those are the five yamas, and they seem like such obvious virtues. Bhishma, stop. But I think it's hard to commit them to your memory, try to imbibe them within yourself, and also for these virtues, and I'll just go ahead and repeat them: truth, nonviolence, non-stealing, restraint or celibacy, and non-attachment. So, just like with everything, there's levels. I was taught that there's three levels of action. There's the physical action, then there's the spoken action with your words, and then there's the even more subtle action is your emotional, your mental action. So all of those virtues can be practiced on all three of those levels. And of course, there's other layers of complexity. You could use a gun to start a race, or you could use a gun to kill a horse, right? So I'm not here to bring up those debates, although you're welcome to comment and talk about whatever, but it's just complicated. You see that things are complicated, but it is simple to generally do your best to follow these rules and abiding by those virtues can help prepare you for meditation and put you in a state where you may be ready to meditate or have a more conducive meditation. So the other set of rules are the niyamas, and they are more personal. They are according to your background, maybe your tradition that you come from, and those are cleanliness, contentment, hard work, practice, sacrifice is one, and cleanliness, contentment, hard work, sacrifice, studying of yourself or studying of your religion. This is pretty great. And then the last one is surrendering to God. So those are all pretty intense. But those are, according to you and your own beliefs. If you don't believe in God, this could be surrendering to whatever your ideology is or whatever. None of these things are interlocked with any particular religion, I feel, and they can all be practiced by anyone in any religion, which I think is pretty great. It's very accessible. Yeah, so of course you could go in depth into any one of those more, and maybe I can in the future. Maybe will be some interest in talking about those things, but those are the general kind of rules that are given about on this path to go on this path of meditating and yoga. I was going to make another video about just easy things you can do to prepare yourself to meditate that are just more practical, and I'll just go ahead and say some of those things now. So some of my best teachers taught me these things. That the best time you can meditate or practice yoga is early in the morning or in the evening alone. You can shower before you practice yoga or meditate. You can brush your teeth. You can try to have an empty stomach or an emptier stomach. Maybe 3 hours after having a meal or more. What else can you do? I mean, that combined with those rules that I said, you should be pretty good. Yeah. And what else was I going to say? Juggling all those things can be tough. So you got to start somewhere, and that was the other thing I was going to say. Don't make it too hard for yourself. So we have all these rules, and we can catch ourselves justifying, well, we don't need to practice or try to practice because I just ate a burger, so I can't, sit down and meditate for 1 minute or for 5 minutes. Or, oh man, maybe you did something wrong, and you say, oh man, I can't try. I think we should all try. And I also think that that is what this channel is for, is to bring people into this space where you can try to meditate for 1 minute or for 3 minutes or for 5 minutes, and it is not going to hurt you. So it's not about, killing yourself, trying to achieve some state of holiness, but it is a daily cultivation of awareness. So I really can't think of anything else to say. I feel like I shared a lot. I'm going to go ahead and repeat those virtues one more time. So for our yamas, we have non-violence, truth, non-stealing, restraint, and non-attachment. And for the niyamas, we have cleanliness, contentment, hard work, sacrifice, surrender to your religion, to your beliefs, right? And study of your religion, your beliefs, yourself, and then finally surrendering to God. So these are all things that we can think about. You can write these things down. You can just go through them in your head. You can commit them to memory. And whenever you feel like, why am I even doing this? You can go through them in your head, and you can try to analyze that, these are good principles to live by. This is really great. So anyway, I'm going to put my timer on for 1 minute and give everyone an opportunity to maybe try to sit. Maybe try to breathe with me for 1 minute. You can sit up against the wall. You can lay down on your back. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. This 1 minute always goes by so quickly. So again, thank you so much, truly. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And We can try to practice a little bit every day. You know, if you think 1 minute is too short, try 2 or 3 minutes, maybe 4 or 5 minutes. If 1 minute is enough, or even one breath or three breaths, uh, that's wonderful. That's why you're here. So take that 1 or 2 breaths and start there. Thank you all again, and I'll talk to you soon.